That'll be enough for a first down.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
That's reeled in. It's Bernard. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The fake and wants to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Guys, let's talk big picture East Carolina. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
Wants to throw one first. Sends it downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Making the adjustment on the play. Quick give. Breaks into the open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Pirates want to crank the tempo. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He's going to throw it again. Buying time to his right. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He gets it inside the 25. They'll move the chains. It's a first down. Spot the ball at the 23.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Pirates. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Holloway. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Messer. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive.
He's loose. Past the 30, the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Owls.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
East Carolina, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Pirates with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Pirates line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Defense in press coverage. Motion from the wideout. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And he gets rid of it.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Left side is Henry. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. Taken down. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Second down, gonna throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. On third down, he drops to throw. Out wide left, it's Messer. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws toward the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
RPO complete. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Motion from the back. Grab behind the line. It's Allen. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Pirates peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. He's changing the play. The running back has it. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Pirates have their offense in high gear. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Direct snap. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. And the Pirates lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Inside. There he goes. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got...
There's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, East Carolina. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Tells the run, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Throws to the wideout. Left side, it's Messer. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And how about he dropped back to pass twice on this drive so far? He's thrown 2 completions and chewed up over half the field. This offense, this QB, dialed in, understanding what he's seeing, and he is putting his foot down and being aggressive, taking shots down the field, and now this offense in great scoring position.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket from what's left in this first half. The Owls will try to move the chains on 4th down. Looking for the marker. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking for a gap, it's Allen. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Working that left side. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 9 team, the Texas Longhorns.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Right at the line. Turning it on. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Finds his big tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Maybe a crease. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. And the Pirates with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Touchdown, ECU. And that one will give him the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Fresh center downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. Out wide left, it's Messer. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Left side, it's Bernard. And the Owls will hustle to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Rushes on. Takes a hit as he fires. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that. They'll run it. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out into the flat for the score.
After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? Trying to punch it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Pirates! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Owls sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Owls in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll ride him again. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Motion from the wide receiver. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Quick spin on the run. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gonna look downfield again. They're all over him. Oh, he's got some space. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. Snap's gonna come from the 23 on 1st and 10.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Hits inside. It's Bernard. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. on 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets him fly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Makes the grab past the marker. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They send the tight end in motion. Powers forward. Nowhere to go.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Owls! The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
35. Florida Atlantic, 28.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. He's looking to throw. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And the Pirates decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Taken down right away. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Drops back on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henry. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity?
There he goes. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Owls!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Pirates will get things started here on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation.